Alright, my name's Tyler Wolfe-Driver. This is Cole Hall. We're here working on our dynamic control system. Here's the block diagram. It's actually running right now as we speak. What you're taking as a user input is the user gets to decide the limit of the amount of lumens that they want the sensor to trigger the pump at, and also the max temperature in degrees Celsius, and it'll also display it in degrees Fahrenheit through various conversions. But it breaks these specified measurements by the user down into voltage and compares it against observed voltage from the sensors themselves. And based on which one's greater or less than, it will trigger the sensors to turn on or off. You can see right here that logically we have this set up that it will only turn this red light on for the temperature just when the temperature sensor is acting, and then the same for the blue light with the light sensor is being triggered, and it will turn the motor on. Now, we don't want both the lights on when they're both running. We want a different condition, so we set up some exclusive OR gates to those output devices so that it will not run when they're both on. And we have an AND gate, so it will run to this signal up here when they're both on, and it will turn the motor on and the green light. So imagine the motor is like our cold water pump, our AC unit, whatever. And then we'll go on to the front panel real quick, or we've got it running. You can see that we've set this for demonstration purposes only, so these aren't like real desired temperatures or lights. This is just so it'll react to my fingers and to the flashlight. You can see that this is for when both sensors are on, but it'll also, over here on the Mario board, it's going to do a green light. The temperature sensor case, when that is on, it will be a red light over here, and then the same for the light sensor, it will be a blue light. We're going to go ahead and test this real quick. We're going to test the temperature sensor first. So I'm going to pinch down on it, and it should respond to my hand. There's an on delay timer on the temperature sensor that we'll review here in a moment. But once it meets the condition, it has to wait 5 seconds of continuous true condition, and then it will actually turn on the pump from the temperature change. This is to avoid any kind of flickering effect that we were getting before, where it was sitting on the threshold and it would kind of just flicker. But you see there, it's not flickering, the motor's on. Cole, if you can go ahead and switch us over to the on delay timer. We got it right down here. It's waiting on a specified time, 5 seconds of continuous true, and that can be we could make that adjusted, but this is just for demonstration purposes. And then it's of course outputting to that exclusive OR gate, and then that determines if the sensor turns on or off. So if I let go, it's going to continue running even though the conditions have fallen below the threshold temperature, and that turns off. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my flash on, and you're going to see that when I get close to the light sensor, we've got a blue light, and when I back away, it's going to turn off, and that's because we're meeting our threshold. See, Cole's going to do this, and you can see that light sensor light's on. Now we're going to do both at the same time. So we're going to wait on this to turn on, and then we're going to also engage the light sensor, and you'll see that LED will change to green, and that tells our user that both sensors are triggering the pump and the conditions are met. It is too hot, and it is also, oh, it's not, the temperature's not going yet. There it goes. And now it's green. So that tells our user that, hey, it's too hot and there's too much light. And as you can see, we're gonna hook this back up again just to show you that the sensors both work, that these lights do not come on, and it's just the exclusive case. That AND gate's passing that signal to the motor now. Well, the temperature just went down, but the temperature's about to go back up. Yep, there it is. See, it will not run both lights together, it only runs one or the other. And that concludes our demonstration.